What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP's on the keys, and it's too easy. We back with the highly anticipated 8 years in the making Lowkey's new album, Soundtrack to the Struggle Dose. This album is 20 tracks long, 20 tracks long, but there's a couple skits. Okay, so I'm for the sake of the video length, I'm not going to play the skits in the video. But I'm gonna listen to the skits. I'm sure most of y'all have already heard the album already since it came out at midnight on today. But man, without further ado, man, this might be one of the best albums I've heard this year. So without further, I'm ready to get into it. First song, Soundtrack to the Struggle 2, featuring Noam Chomsky. Let's get it.
You're listening to Soundtrack to the Struggle 2 by Lowkey.
Thank you for joining us, Noam. In optimism can survive really existing capitalism. Would you be able to explain that statement for us?
Really existing capitalism is what we can see.
See, I like how that beat, the little beat is coming in behind the message about how JP Morgan is investing in a lot more fossil fuels. You know, I like how the music is kind of like backing up the message and is getting louder and louder and louder. Like it's serving as like a crutch, not like a crutch, but like more of a support piece to the message. And like I like how the little choir-esque ambience, like that, that little choir-esque ambience to the. I said ambience. You know, like the overall feel of the song is just like kind of like enveloping. You know.
We gonna define deep when the seas have risen. How can we define woke when our sleep's commission drowned out by cold brother bots? How can the people listen? Can't detoxify as we watch the sky fade to grey. The source devoured, corporate power killed the nation state, sophisticated murder defined as innovation. Corporations wine and dine just to mine your information.
See, this is Lowkey I need. Yes, this is the Lowkey I need. I need the hard flowing, hard punching, still giving you a message, still telling you to pay attention. I like this version of Lowkey. This is one of the best versions of Lowkey, bro. Oh my, the hard rapping, he's still flowing on the beat. Oh yeah, this album is finna be amazing. I already know this album is finna be amazing. I'm only one track in, but this album finna be amazing, bro.
Versus humanity, terrorists who in search engine knows your thought pattern better than you. In an environment resentful, upright.
He said your search engine knows your thought pattern better than you. Wow, that is mad deep. Your search engine knows your thought pattern better than you. So they're gathering information based on what you Google all the time, on what you like and what you like to do, and bruh, wild.
And it's essential, the horizon is torrential. Repression, rebel against the system that deprived you of a voice. Rebel against this hell while our survival's still a choice.
This is what they don't want to hear. They don't want you to hear this type of music, man. They don't, man. This is why Lowkey, they've been trying to censor him for so long. This is the type of music they don't want you to hear. He said we're gonna have to make something of this hell while our survival is a choice. What?
Mobilize itself while the bank's treating fictitious capital like it's wealth. Your lurid lobby system means corruption is legalized. Privatized healthcare elsewhere. People died. Rebellion lives in all those that dream of a better.
He said privatized healthcare elsewhere. People die. Cause you gotta think about, isn't the healthcare free in the UK? Healthcare was free in the UK, and then you got Americans. We paying for healthcare, but then It's all this type of stuff that's not making us healthy. They advertising the cigarettes. Or people still smoke. People will still smoke cigarettes. It tells you on the label this can cause throat cancer, tongue cancer, mouth cancer, all these different type of cancers, and people still smoking cigarettes, even though it tells you this, bruh. Like, come on, dude. It's everything is cool, but not in excess. You know what I'm saying? But bruh, like, people smoking a pack of cigarettes a day when it tells you directly on the label this will cause mouth cancer, and people still smoking. Like, bruh, wild. And like I said, people in America acting like we don't pay for health. We act like we don't pay for healthcare, bruh. Like all this sugary food. Like, I mean, it was cool when I was like 5, but now it's like, wow, that looks way too sweet for me, man. I can't eat that. Like, bruh, some of these people be eating like they don't have to pay for healthcare. That's wild. That's wild, dude.
We refuse to be brainwashed with false visions of yesterday. Choose to inflict the comp now. We saw our future in that damn building. CEOs loving profit more than they love their grandchildren. We saw our future in that damn building. CEOs loving profit more than they love their
grandchildren.
Not to be concerned about the future of their grandchildren. It happens to be most dangerous fossil fuels. Do that. The other alternative he has is to resign and be replaced by somebody else who'll do the same thing. But this is an institutional problem.
He said the second thing he can do is resign, but then somebody's gonna. It's gonna be a cycle. It's a cycle that keeps going on. Oh, you can't do it. Oh, we'll find somebody to replace you. Most definitely. Like, man, bruh, it's a never-ending cycle of control and everything, bruh. Like, that's why they have a replacement president every 4 years. You got to replace. Oh, you died? Oh, wait. We got another one in line waiting. We got 39 people in line to replace the next one, just in case something happens. Oh, this is the president. Oh, then the vice president. Oh, then the Speaker of the House. Oh, then the Secretary of Defense. Oh, then the Secretary of State. Oh, then all that. Like, bro, like, there's 4 or 5 people in line to replace you. You know.
An individual.
Frontex turned the Mediterranean to a graveyard. Frontex turned the Mediterranean to a graveyard. Frontex turned the Mediterranean to a graveyard. Frontex turned the Mediterranean to a graveyard.
That's fire. That little doubt. That's fire. But this is This is a great way to start the album, especially after you haven't released one in 8 years. This is a great way to bring an album in. With I Need Energy, Noam. The speaker was imparting so many facts. And then Lowkey came with his facts, and then just it all flowed together and made the song so beautiful to hear, you know? This song is so beautiful. The next song is called Ahmed. I know this song. I did a video on this song, but it's been a while. So, but you know what? For the sake of the video, I'm gonna skip that because I did a video on that song. If you wanna hear my reaction to that song, there's a video on that song. It's been a couple months. This next one is the Return of Lowkey. You know, I already did a video on that song. Probably my most popular video on the channel. Again, thanks everybody. So we're gonna skip that.
You ran certain that I burn. Version my prime first to the fine curtains. It's German, you're right hurting cause I'm Jurgen.
Next song is called Sunday Morning, featuring Mai Khalil.
Children see them, they point and laugh.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Don't start with the little singing run. You know I love them singing runs. Now don't start. Don't start, dude. Don't start with that, please.
When the children see them, they point and laugh.
It's like when the children sing. Now don't start with me, man. Don't start with me, dude. Don't start with me. Please don't start with me.
When the children see them, they point and laugh. Children see them, they point and laugh.
Let's go.
When the children see them, they point and laugh. But they don't know.
he ever begin to move on? Sunday mornings, getting their groove on. His little hands with their newborn, grew strong through songs. She thinks he's coming in from school, made his favorite dinner too. Sitting to
See, I like the little sing-songy tune that Lowkey is trying to do, but I see this as a message like a woman lost her son on Sunday morning. She was expecting him she expected him to come home see her son, but then she finds out her son has passed away. So yeah, this is a beautiful song, and yo, Mai Khalil's voice complements Lowkey's flow. Just them two on the song are like, I don't know, what's the best singing duo you've heard like ever? I don't know, like Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye. I don't know. Maybe not on that level. Man, I'm kind of reaching a little bit, but still, them two on a song, the song is going to be great, man. The song is always going to be great. Mai Khalil and Lowkey are probably one of the best combinations I've ever heard on a song.
talking to an empty chair in the living room. Roams the street calling out things that no one listened to. Tried to treat her, but they thought solution was medicinal. Every Sunday morning, every Sunday morning,
Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh my God, this is beautiful.
The day they came and took away his son was a Sunday. At times he knows the situation ends one way, but he looks up searching for some hope in the sun rays a year.
See, I like the vocal inflection. On a Monday, Sunday. I like that vocal inflection. It just makes it sound, I don't know about that. I like the way he changed his voice a little bit to kind of give it a little like a twang, like a twang to the voice. I mean, I don't know how you know what I'm trying to say. Like he's a different style. I like that style.
Past 2 years, past 3 years, past. Has it hard to get over the shadow that the fear caused? 4 years past, 5 years past, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, the Bill Withers.
Ain't no sunshine, now he's gone. I dance with you. I dance with you. Every Sunday morning,
You hear her in the back. You hear her in the background. You hear her in the background singing. I see that. I hear that. I hear that, bro. I hear that. Oh my God, that was a beautiful song. I really like the mellow just feeling that the song gives. Also, just like a real chill song, kind of like a kind of a step down from last song was Return of Lowkey, and you know how upbeat that song is, and then you come down to Sunday morning. Like this, you gotta think about how you are on a Sunday morning. You're chill, you're relaxed, the mood is chill, you're calm. I mean, if you go to church, you're mostly in a good mood, and you're just cooling, It's just a cool song. Even though the message is not supposed to be a super positive message, like the song kind of calms you down a little bit. Like just reminder of all the little children that are lost and the pain that their mothers have to go through, just to know that their children died at such a young age. This next one is a skit. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not gonna play the skits for the purpose of the length of the video. I'm gonna listen to it, but I'm just gonna cut it out. But the thing is, I like skits because skits makes it feel like the album is more immersive. Like it makes you feel like you're part of the album. Like he's telling you a story along with the music. Like I like that inclusion. But this first skit, I'll be back with the next song. It was powerful. It was crazy. Talking about profiting off of public calamity and being able to hide technological advancements from the public. Just think about what people are doing behind the scenes. That's crazy. Stuff that me and you don't know about. It's people somewhere doing some things that it's a lot of things that we're imagining, that are in our imagination, people have already created. I'm pretty sure somebody's already created a teleportation device. Somebody's already created like a laser gun or something like that. This is all created, but to us it's imagination because we've never seen it. This next song Whoa, wait, calm down. Calm down. You have to come in there. Freedom! Like, relax. Next one is called The Death of Neoliberalism. All right, so I looked up the definition to neoliberalism and I found out that it's just free market capitalism, out of free trade, private trade to increase the money given to private sectors and private economies and all that. So this is The Death of Neoliberalism featuring Greg Blackman.
Public service diet, death, the World Bank and IMF visit. The kleptocracy orchestrate your services abroad. Who do they prioritize? Robin Hood in reverse. These robberies aren't.
Sell off your services abroad. Who do they prioritize? A lot of these jobs out here are being outsourced. Bro, that's why I feel like if you're going to do something, you have to do a trait. You have to find something that is almost near irreplaceable, that you can't hire a robot to do. But it's down near impossible because they can program a robot to do anything. But, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to learn how to we got to learn how to do what we got to do to maintain at least some type of freedom, even though we don't have much. Some type of freedom, you know?
Secret bonuses for bankers and backhanders for arms dealers. Can't cage the alternative that now exists with the skill of an alchemist and pain to empowerment inspired.
Yo, I like this sound, bro.
The taste for change is contagious. It's not strange these faceless takers are afraid of raising.
Jesus Christ, Lowkey. Why are you flowing like that? I need you to stop flowing like that, dude. Why are you flowing like that, man? You killing it, man. The game, like, bro. You relax, bro. Like, you ain't no need for all that. Just relax. Jesus Christ, dude.
Just when the same mangy papers say that we should hate our neighbours, then when the rage cascades, these sadist claim that their blame is what is clear. Some don't even pay taxes on their profits here.
Confront the culture of power with the power of culture.
No.
Hold on, that's the skit featuring the second skit featuring Karim Mussilhy. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'm sorry. But again, like I said, I'm skipping the skits. And I like that message where the dude in the background was trying to be like, hey yo man, we gotta chill. This is for the other hearing. Like, nah, we done already been censored enough. It's time for us to start speaking up. We're gonna have to listen to this stuff one day or another. Next one, Ghost of Grenfell. Have a video on that. If you haven't seen the video on that, check that out. I have Islamophobic Lullabies. I just did a video on that last week. GoFlow, I did a video on that. We're gonna skip. GoFlow, I did a video on that. We're gonna skip that.
Fire flames face a fight fakers with a lightsaber show. Ripper flow, glitter tone, dimmer, no cinephone.
Next one, McDonald Trump. I have a video on that too. Check out the video on that if you haven't already. This next one is called Children of Diaspora. If I pronounce that wrong, Diaspora, featuring Mai Khalil. Power dynamic duo. Let's get it.
I wonder what became of him. Tell me what became of him. Now we're stuck here singing soul music from Diaspora. Your host can't relate to your sense of dislocation, type of pain that could not be contained in a dissertation.
I had to pause the song real quick to look up Diaspora, what that mean. In the Diaspora, okay, now I see it's the like the exile of Jews out beyond Israel, like the dispersion of Jews beyond Israel. So like the Jews that were already forced out of Israel due to this Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and these are just the children of these Jews that were moved, and like how do they feel now that they're being forced out of the home that they've lived in for most of their lives. They're being forced out, not told to go. They're being forced out, you know. I gotta make sure I know what I'm listening to. You know what I mean? That's the problem. A lot of people don't know what they're listening to. I have to make sure I know what I'm listening to. I can't just be walk through the song all confused. I gotta do some type of research. Gotta look at something, you know.
Power, that's the reason some are petrified. Colonial mimic mascot crying behind the mask. Or they're innovated in their ways and their vernacular. Those who saw their traces in the faces of the massacred. I wonder what became of them. Tell me what became of them. So Hadid was a child of diaspora.
Out to the queen, no.
The middle passage, either sink or you swim. Bleach the pigment of skin and pray it's privilege trickling in. Are we missing a link? Diaspora's the reason MJ did to his note. Marley made the most classic of art. The reason
Ooh. Diaspora's the reason MJ did to his nose what they did to the Sphinx. Because if you remember, I forgot, it was the Germans? Was it the Germans who went into Egypt and they shot the nose off the Sphinx? They said it was for target practice, but you got to think. They usually, the nose is rounded when it suggests that a darker skinned person came from that area. Just like they try to paint that the people who lived in Egypt had the skin color, had the skin tone of Caucasian people. That, which doesn't make a lot of sense, because you gotta think the climate in Egypt was very hot, very arid, very dry, and you gotta think this is not on any type of racist stuff. I'm just stating facts. Most Caucasians get sunburned very easily. Most Caucasian people get sunburned very easily. So you're telling me that they could survive in that type of environment, knowing that they're prone to sunburn? That's why you think I'm assuming that most Caucasians came from cold environments. They were either cold or they were like temperate, like somewhere like a Russia where it's snowing all the time, like a Russia or a Europe, or like a north up north, you know. So I guess this is a method to erase the history of the darker skinned people that were already here, that were already in Egypt and already in Africa before the colonizers came. Because you got to think, man, how could a Caucasian person survive in Egypt long term? Because and this is way before the development of sunscreen. So did they have some type of natural remedies to block out the sun? If they did, they would have to use a lot of it. But it just seems kind of weird, you know. But again, like I said, I'm not trying to be like racist. I'm just saying facts. Most Caucasian people get sunburned very easily, and same thing with dark skinned people. We think I think just because I'm dark, I can't get sunburned. You kind of can. You can get skin cancer too. So yeah. But I'm just saying, most Caucasian people will not be able to survive in that environment long term.
Douglas didn't put a hand on her heart. The reason Malcolm Little changed his name to X. The reason the president's melanin remains a threat. Never had a weapon, but they still shot him. They call him first world diaspora problems. No, you wonder what became
R.I.P. Alton Sterling.
Those that innovated in their ways and their vernacular.
R.I.P. Mike Brown. R.I.P. Tariq Rice. R.I.P. Trayvon Martin. R.I.P. Philando Castile. Speaking of allegiance to the flag, about the controversy that happened a while ago with Kaepernick. To me, I don't really see a lot of, I don't know. I just don't really buy it. I don't buy it, because you got to think. He's just going to sacrifice his career all of a sudden for his values. I mean, I'm not saying he wouldn't, but it just seems kind of fishy. Now they got him as the poster child for for activism and racism and all that. He's a poster child now. He got him. He's an Afro. They made sure he gave him an Afro so he can be as black as possible. You know, I don't really. I feel like Eric Reed is way more real than Colin Kaepernick because they gave Colin Kaepernick this big stage. For what? And then there's another way to create a divide among people because people were steady arguing about was it he was disrespecting the flag? No, he wasn't. He was just protesting. He was doing this. He like, bro, this is another way to create an argument and create a divide. And man, I believe Eric Reed more than I believe Kaepernick. They're gonna make sure he got an Afro, so he can an Afro wearing the dashikis. You know what I'm talking about, those dashikis, staying around with black children, trying to make him look as black as possible, as for the black people as possible. I just don't buy it, bro. I don't buy it. I like that background. She coming up in the background. I hear that. Yo, I love that song. That song was a very good statement song, a revolutionary song. Never bow to the queen, never pledge allegiance to the flag, none of that. That was a great statement. I love that song. That was a very powerful song. Next one is a skit. Next song is called Heroes of Human History featuring Mai Khalil.
Was flat and couldn't tell the time of day. The astrolabe paved the way for the clock. Now I'm about to turn it back. Was the medicine of Ibn Sina perceived as backwards when Oxford scholars deep wanted to. There's a crater named after El Moon on the moon, so fly.
Yo, her voice is so soothing. Oh my God.
Your present and your past just shine. On postcards the occupier left behind all forms of stigma. Insidious settlement of the mind is more malignant from the ashes of war. No phoenix that human is lost. They learnt idara to tawahash from Masu and Lacoste. We learnt resistance free from the guillotine. Yesterday Al Jazair, tomorrow Palestine.
God. First of all, I need to do my research. I need to do some research on all the names he dropped in that song. I need to do I heard Copernicus, Steve Jobs, Da Vinci, Roger Bacon, all these scientists that started everything. Like a lot of these inventors that invented stuff that you'll never find out. Like a lot of, like, again, a black man invented the stoplight. You remember a black man invented everything, like, I think his name was like Garrett Morgan. He invented stoplight. Remember the Hidden Figures? That's real. They had those ladies that were doing all those scientific and mathematical equations to make sure that rocket launched right. Bruh, it's a lot of people you don't think that started something, but they started something, man. Next song is Palestine. Free Palestine 3. Oh my, features beyond features. Yeah, hold on.
As you prepare your breakfast.
All right, these are the features. Maverick Sabre. Maverick Sabre is fire. I've heard Maverick Sabre. Frankie Boyle. I don't think I've heard Frankie Boyle. Ken Loach, Chaka, Khaled Siddiq, and Mai Khalil. Oh my God, is this going to be a banger or not? This going to be as good as the Focus? Thank you. Is this going to be as good as the first two? I think so.
As you prepare your breakfast, think of others. As you think of others far away, think of yourself and say, if only I were a candle in the night.
Oh my God! Wait, relax. Oh my, just the way he came in was so far. Oh, hold on. Let me get situated. Oh my goodness, hold on. Let me get situated.
Lord shed on the floor. Mother cries, who cries for this time? Truth between these walls. See the lies between the.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
And if you take away your home, where's the house supposed to live? Taught to be blind, taught to not care. Tell me what's real. Borderlines, military despair. How to exist if there's no rights to be human in fear? Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine.
I'm doing still sitting in their stoic. May not feel us with you when you listen to our poems. You inspire humanity. Your resistance is heroic, regardless of talk. It is time we answer the call.
Yo, everybody's voice sounds so good on this song. It's just everybody's voice complements the song. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yo, this man Lowkey got the Avenger. He got the Avengers on this song. He got the Avengers. He got all the people with all the Avengers plus the Infinity Stones. He got everybody on this song. Oh my goodness.
No change, no. Killing of the people of Gaza, the killing of civilians, the burning of homes, the daily oppression, the theft of land, the apartheid system in the West Bank. Rights of the Palestinians are the right to return, the right to their homeland, really. And the theft of land is Israel is breaking international law. It is breaking the Geneva Convention.
Palestine is mad barbaric. This is kind of representative of how the Germans the Germans did the same thing to the Jews, put them in camps, crazy mass massacre. Same as the colonizers came into Africa and to the new America. A lot of this colonization, murder, enslavement, theft of land, and all types of other things. Next song, I love that song though. The features are crazy on that song. Next song is Letter to the 1%, featuring Mai Khalil.
Talking in terms of power.
I can sing this song without you. Maybe all is well.
Bruh, Mai Khalil has one of the most soothing voices I've ever heard. For real, like she legit brings in every song beautifully. Like it just her, like listening to her sing just brings you down. You know, I'm just cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm just cooling now. Oh my, Mai Khalil's voice is ridiculous. She's an excellent artist.
Without you, we don't need your world.
This is my letter to the 1%.
I can sing without you, we don't need your world.
Power to those who read bell hooks, power to those who sell books, power to those who know how the inside of a cell looks, all those feeling helpless.
This is the fire in the booth verse. I'm pretty sure this is fire in the booth verse. But this verse is still relevant. This verse is so relevant today. Just power to everybody who does something meaningful in society, you know? Just power to everyone who thinks outside the box, who does their own research, who looks for other ways to do something, you know what I'm saying?
To the strange fruit you thought was rotten in the garden. Power to those sitting alone, seeking solace in the calmness. Power to those feeling stained on your tomorrow isn't tarnished. Power to those who sweep the streets. Power to every rapper that doesn't rap about killing. Power to the builders who build buildings that outlive them.
If I can sing this song without you.
God, this hook is addicting.
Power to the slaves of ancient Greece that never had the right to vote.
Oh, I see the beat change.
Like Harry Webb when they import it like his coat. Power to those that write to prison. Power to those writing home. Power to those writing poems. Power to those that died alone. Power to Curtis Mayfield. Power to Ronald Isley. Power to the fishermen that were forced into piracy. Power to every person that is bold quota and those risking their lives for the P&O to Dover. Power to union.
Most people don't even know who Leopold is. Most people don't even know who Leopold is. Leopold killed between 10 to 20 million, between him and his son, killed between 10 to 20 million people in the Congo. Native, I forgot what the Congolans, I don't know what the people native of the Congo are. Killed 20 million dark native people of the Congo. 20 million. But you don't hear about them, but you hear about Hitler.
Leaders murdered by power to victims of this globalized Cosa Nostra. Power to those.
Slick. He's slick with that little. I think he's talking about murdered by something like Coca-Cola or something. And he had the little soda can opening. That's slick. That's real slick, bro.
Dying power to El Jawahari and his rebellions. They killed his brother Jafar and he cursed the rotten Temsians. Enlightened despots pursuing tactics Machiavellian. Chinese steel preceded Europe a millennium.
Sing this song without you. We don't need your world.
And grace in the age of the spectacle. Not the first time they found a race is selectable to raise to the pedestal and desecrate the place that translated the decimal.
Exactly.
I don't want to tempt fate power.
On that piano, oh my God, he's going ham on that little Yamaha keyboard. Oh my God, he's going ham. I hear you. Go hard on that Yamaha Suzuki keyboard. Come on, go hard on that. Let's go. Bro, that might be my favorite song. No lie. That might be my favorite song. Just the hook and then just the relevance of the lyrics. Bro. I think that might be my favorite song on the album right now. Next song it's a skit. Man, that skit was very powerful, man. The fourth skit, talking about his experience in the war and how he was being taken into a theater and they showed them killing people with drones. This was in 2005. And they just introduced the drones to us 2 or 3 years ago. I keep telling you, they have everything already done. They just release it one by one. Like this iPhone, they probably had this 20 years ago, but they'll release another one. They probably got the iPhone 30 already done. But they're just gonna release it every year to make it like, oh my God, this is new. This is a new phone. This is so new. You know? Like, bro, they already have this drones. People were not flying remote control, like civilians were not flying remote control drones until like 2 or 3 years ago. For real. And if you knew how to build a drone, they would have took you and made you do that for the government. If you knew how to build a drone, bruh, like people were not starting to experiment with drones until a few years ago. This is in 2005. This is almost 15 years ago. Yeah, man, he said you swore an oath. You swore to defend the Constitution of the United States. Well, if that means ending the life at a push of a button, then that's what it means. Anyway, this next one, Lords of War featuring Kaia. I was supposed to do a reaction video on this like 5 months ago, okay? I know I had people requesting this song months ago. Don't kill me. I'm doing it now, okay? I'm doing it now.
that kill the world's poorest people. Sacrosanct march of industry, the sacrosanct march of industry does such strange things to people. The spectatorship is...
How do you sleep at night knowing you kill many innocent people? How do you sleep at night? How? Knowing you kill people that don't have anything to do with the war. At the push, when you just, boom, push a button, 100 people are dead. How do you feel? How can you sleep at night knowing that's your reality? How do you, wow, I don't get it. How do you sleep at night knowing that's your reality? You're killing innocent people every day. And you get paid to do it too.
Shattered hopes and dreams adorn the floor. The face behind this violence to the modern age is cold.
You gotta think. It basically turned you into a killing machine. Again, like I said, if you're a veteran, I would say thank you again for your service, though. Thank you for your service, though. If you're a veteran, risking your life, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not taking anything away from the veterans. If you're watching this video and you're a veteran, I'm not taking anything away from you. But a lot of you know what you did when you were in the Army. When you were in the Army, whatever military branch you were in. A lot of you know what you did. You're not going to say it, and I'm fine with that. Okay, you don't have to share everything. I don't want you to share everything. That's why a lot of veterans have but you got to think. That's why a lot of veterans have PTSD because of all the stuff they did. And they can't handle it. And then, bruh, you got to think about it, man. You've done all this stuff, and then you have to go home in normal society and act normal again. In normal society, you have to act like a civilian again. That transition from a soldier to a civilian, that has to be a crazy transition. It has to be. I'm not speaking from experience, but it has to be. You transition from you're in war mode to you're in civilian mode. I gotta take care of my son, my wife. I'm the breadwinner of the house. Now I gotta take care of, bro. You gotta think. And then bro. Shout out to all the military people. If you watch this video and you are a military member, shout out to you though. Especially if you're home, just learn how to find something that takes your mind off whatever happened when you were in the military. Find a book. Find some type of hobby that takes your mind off. Find a book. Play some golf, play some basketball, work out, do something. Just find something that takes your mind off that, because I know it might be very taxing mentally, you know.
Staring top of a button takes her only life.
But you know what the crazy thing? I remember there was a mission in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 where you went into an airport and you legit shot up a mob of innocent people. You shot up a mob of innocent. You were in the air. It was a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 mission. They took that mission off the game in a lot of other countries. But you were killing innocent people in the airport. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It might be on YouTube, but you kill innocent people. And this is me, 10, 11 years old, doing this and not even flinching. Not even flinching. We're being conditioned to accept death. You know what I mean? We're being conditioned to be killers just in case. Oh, you want to join the army? You played Call of Duty all your life, so you shot people already. You played Call of Duty all your life. We wasn't even we did that as 10, 11 years old. I was 10, 11 doing that without flinching. I wasn't even scared or sad. With no second thoughts. That's crazy. With no second thoughts. Now I can't even play those type of games anymore. Cause it's just like, wow. That's with no second thoughts. Wow. You gotta think about how crazy that is. You wish he went to an airport and shot up a mob of innocent people. It would have to be like 40 people. You just shot people with no second thoughts. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the banned Modern Warfare 2 mission. It's a mission in Modern Warfare 2 that was banned from a lot of other countries except America. And but it was a lot of other foreign countries, a lot of European countries. They banned that mission. They took that mission out of the game. That's crazy. You literally just walked in the airport and shot up innocent people. Just think about, I was 10, 11 doing that with no hesitation. Wow.
He ordered fruit juice with some ice. A kite floats away. He admires the blueness of the sky over his wall.
As a kid died, he ordered fruit juice with some ice, so he just went on about his business. Right? He just killed somebody. That's crazy though, how a lot of American kids played that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 mission without flinching. And plus they gave you an option whether you wanted to skip the mission if you wanted to or not. They gave you an option in the pause menu if you wanted to skip the mission. And 95% of people did not skip that mission. I'm part of that 95%. But now I look back like, wow, I really just played a game where I shot and killed all these people and I didn't flinch at all. And it was the mission to do this. This was the mission to do this. I mean, you didn't even have to shoot him, but bruh, it's just the craziness. Like the mind games that are being played on you when you're young. Of course, you're young and your mind is fresh. They can put anything they want in you when you're 10, 11. 9, 10, 11, 12, your mind is just absorbing everything. Because it's just like, oh, when you're 11 and when you're really young, you like to read stuff because you don't have anything on your mind. It's like, oh my God, new information. Let me read this book. New information. You want to learn everything, but it's just like, then your mind is so easy to corrupt because it's so fresh. Next song, Ghost of Grenfell 2. I've done that too. I've done that already. There's a video on my channel if you want to hear that. Next song is the last song on the album. Neoliberalism Kills People.
The American Civil Rights Act.
Again, I want to thank you again for listening. Thank you for watching. If you stayed this whole album review, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Shout out to everybody who's supporting me. Shout out to Lowkey again. Shout out to everybody.
Activist and philosopher Cornel West says justice is what love looks like in public, and in such sharp contrast to the divestment of the inside of the interior. Right?
How can I do a fire in the booth when I'm trying just to make it qualify our pain to Grenfellize our loved ones of the college?
Because you gotta think how many geniuses, how many holistic doctors have been murdered because they found the cure to some uncurable disease. They found the cure to cancer, they found the cure to AIDS, HIV, all that, and then all of a sudden, 1 week later, boom, they're dead. Or they're missing. Come on now. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about what we're living in? What does that tell you? You find the cure to cancer, all of a sudden you gotta lock your doors, or all of a sudden you die some strange way. Okay.
His name. Should we let the corporate media think that you're broken, or think that you know one? Remember, a rope is strong because of strings interwoven. When love dies, when love dies, when love dies.
I like that kind of like cathedral-esque organ playing in the background. Just a I like that cathedral organ in the background. It just kind of sets the tone for the song. It's kind of like an eerie-esque, like it's kind of eerie, kind of spooky song. I like the way that kind of sets the pace for this song. I like it.
Just signed off on the cladding and still receiving their wage. Helicopters hover close, pictures of the front page. Tried to speak, all I really felt deep was numb rage. How could they? When love dies, when love dies, so neoliberal. When love dies. And the artists, the miners, told puddle martyrs, William Cuffy and the chartists, rebel and resist, even through something small, create windows with words and mirrors where once were walls, me into the...
They tell you that tea is a foundation to the English, but when I look on the island, not one tea plantation in it. Who's minding who's on the tea plantations? Who do you think? Not those type of people. Not the people that you think. Not most of them. They're probably either Indian or African or some type of minority that's on those fields. I guarantee you. I guarantee it.
Slave traders, multipolar world. Now the Indians are space raiders. Neoliberalism kills people. It kills people. Neoliberalism kills people. Real people. Neoliberalism kills people. Kills people. Neoliberalism kills people. It kills people. Neoliberalism kills people. Real people.
Wow. That album was amazing. This original recording right now is over an hour and a half long. I'm gonna have to cut this down. So yeah, wish me luck on editing. Oh my goodness! But thank you, Lowkey, for this album. Thank you. This is what we needed in the time that we're in right now. All the unrest in the world. Thank you for giving us an album that just inspires us to really think deeper than what we usually are. Inspires us to do research. Inspires us to look into things. You know, take a different perspective on life. You know, I appreciate the album. Thank you so much. 20 tracks, all 20 of them. I've heard before. Or I'm just hearing now, but I loved it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And there really isn't a track on the album that I don't like. For real, there's really not. But anyway, man. If you stuck around through the whole album review, you are a real one, first of all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We almost had 1,000 subs. Thank you to everybody who's been subscribing lately. Thank you for everybody who's been sharing the videos. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting me in my journey on YouTube. Thank you. Leave a like if you enjoyed this review. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Don't forget to share the video wherever you share videos at. Also, don't forget to turn on my post notifications because I do upload pretty often. And Lowkey, if you're watching this, thank you, dude. Thanks, bro. I appreciate this album. This album was great, man. If you just know, this album was great. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Be safe. Have a great day. Stay on the grind. And just research. Do your research. But anyways, I'm out. Peace.